Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We made it through the hurricane. We're here. All right, today we're gonna make some beef fajitas. Went to the store. I'm trying to get so y'all can hear me. I like to make all of mine out of fresh. All right, I'm gonna make beef fajitas, cabbage, fried cabbage with zucchini and squash mixed in. You'll see my cabbage. Uh, then I'm gonna make, to finish it all, I'm gonna make some pico de gallo, my tomatoes, onion. You know I gotta have my jalapenos, all right? And to throw in with the fajitas, I'm throwing my sauce, and then I also have my onions, my red and green peppers, and then the meat I'm gonna use. I found this meat, it's got less fat on it, so I can cut it down to strips. And when we're ready, they'll be ready to go. And then you know what, I gotta have my tortillas, okay? We survived this hurricane. Everything's going good. We're getting back to business, and we'll continue on from there. All right, that's just part one. We'll come back to part two, and we'll see where this goes later. All right, welcome back. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and cut the vegetables, get them ready for the fajitas. These are the onions I'm gonna saute. I'm gonna saute the onions and the peppers. These are my reading glasses so I can see. Use a paring knife. The easiest way for me to get to a pepper, just go to the head of it, circle around it, and voila, there you go. It's out. Okay? That's how I do it. That's how I was trained by Chef Darian, and that's how I do all my peppers. Just pop it out, all the seeds come out, you're good to go. All right. Next, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start slicing them. When you're slicing, or always put the knife down, the point first, and then come towards you. Just let the knife do the work. And move your fingers out the way. The way you hold it, as you're cutting, put your hand like this and then cut down on it. That keeps your fingers out of the way. All right, we'll continue on with that. The onions, I'm going to go ahead and start slicing them. And what I'll start doing is I'll cut them lengthwise. That way they go good in the taco. And you'll see the same thing. All I do is just like a little volcano. That's it. We're ready. All right. That's how I do my vegetables. Again, pico de gallo. That's last. I like to leave everything fresh, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to use 2 skillets today. I'm going to be using a big one for the meat. And that's what I'm going to saute everything in first. Then I'll throw the meat in there so the flavors mix together. Okay? Cabbage and the squash. Same thing. What I do with my squash, I always cut the head off of it. But I go to a different knife. This is the knife I like. And I like mine round. And I'll continue on, and these are the slices. These are the pieces that are going into the fried cabbage. Fried cabbage, zucchini, and squash all mixed together. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, see y'all in a little bit. All right, welcome back. As you can tell, I've cut all my vegetables. I'm about to move y'all in closer so you can see everything how I've cut. Basically, just once you start cutting, cut. What you're seeing is this is what I'm gonna fry. My cabbage, squash, zucchini, onions, all mixed together. That I'll be frying later. The pico de gallo, my tomatoes, jalapeno, my onions, everything's fresh locally. I always buy it local. This is what I'm going to saute, or my red and green peppers with onions. This is the meat that I've cut so far. Okay? and you'll see the rest of it. As I'm cutting, I always add a little bit of lemon, give it that little extra pop before I throw it in the pan. All right, and you'll see as we keep doing this. And again, this is my favorite knife. Each cook has one favorite knife. This is mine. I love this knife. All right, we'll continue on what we're doing, and we'll go from there. All right, see y'all in a bit. All right, one last look. What you'll see, again, the cabbage, I've added some salt, sea salt and pepper. My pico de gallo, I'll be ready to go. The meat itself, now that I've added the lemon, I've added some spices my grandmother taught me. No, y'all won't find that out. That's something that was passed down to me, okay? There's my lemons, and then what I'm gonna saute, and if you come with me, you'll see the skillets that I'm about to use. The big skillet, that's for my meats, and then my saute. And what I'm going to have, once I finish all my meats, I'm just going to transfer everything onto that plate, into the skillet, and we'll go from there. This is the pot that I'm going to use for the cabbage, the squash, and the zucchini, the onions. I'm going to fry everything in here. And if you can tell, I use vegetable oil. Okay, I always do that to all my pans. And we'll see, we're about to see some magic happen. All right. Okay, I've got everything ready to go. We're about to get this started. All right, got my meat, got the pico de gallo. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. Got my vegetables ready to go. My cabbage, zucchini, squash, avocados I cut last. Me personally, I don't like to when they start turning color. That's why I wait till they're last. All right. So this is what we're about to do. There's my everything. There's my pico de gallo. Damn, that looks good. And then my meats. You'll see my skillets. I'm about to go ahead and start putting some meat in here. That way I can go ahead and start getting it ready. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in my vegetables. Now these vegetables, what I'll do is I'll steam them. That's what you want with these. You want them in the oil, but you want to steam them. All right? All right, I'll get back to y'all when this is all done.